Hi friends, how you doing? It is a Tuesday, our first Tuesday of 2023, and I hope that you had a fantastic holiday season, whether you were celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's itself, somewhere exotic and fun. Now you're back to the swing of things. Well, welcome back to reality as we are all getting back to the swing of things here. And a new shortened work week is here, and we are all celebrating a new year. So no matter what your wishes are, I wish you the best, and I hope that 2023 brings you everything that you want, including numerous cruises with me. Just a shameless plug, right? Anyway, how was your New Year's? Tell me what you guys did. Went to a house party, kind of kept it simple, at least for me. So that was nice. I think having a chill New Year's is always a great thing, at least for me. But a lot of people, hey, love to party, love to do your thing, and even better if you got to go out. But getting away from the crowds and just hanging out with some friends is always a great way to ring in the new year. All right, Andrea, hi to you. Glad you're here. Bonnie and Joyce, Heidi and Rob. We got Pam, Julian, June, Nancy, Martha. So good to have you all here with me and enjoying this Tuesday trivia. So we're on a Tuesday trivia theme in the sense of New Year's is what we are doing. So Andrea, special shout out to you for sending some great ideas and questions over. So always looking forward to hearing from all of you. So whether you have a great idea for a trivia, let me know about it. I still want to do trivia at least once a month with you. Just to kind of keep it going and just kind of having a nice little general session that we can just chat and get caught up with. I've got a great trip coming up in 2023. So in this year that I just added to the mix, haven't made it public yet, but I hope that you will be able to take advantage of this trip. It's towards the end of October. So I'm going to have more information on this coming up here in just a moment. And it's really going to be a fun one. Again, if you've got space in your 2023 activities, you got to check out these prices that I'm about to give you here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and talk about trivia. Once again, if you could keep the comments to yourselves, that would be awesome. Just jot them down in front of you, and then we'll go ahead and go over everything together. How does that sound? All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. This is our first trivia of the year. First trivia of the year. Okay, so things are updating here, and here we go. Number one, what is one of the top New Year's resolutions? Number one, what is one of the top New Year's resolutions? So I'm one to make resolutions, and then I'm one not to do that. So what are your feelings on resolutions? It kind of sets me up, I think, for failure in a way, because I'm, listing a million different ideas in my mind. And then it's like, I didn't do this. So did I fail? And then it's this, did I fail? So I don't know, I'm kind of tossed with the whole resolution thing. But anyway, question number one is, what is one of the top New Year's resolutions? Hi, Sue. Hi, Sue and Mark. Number two, what was the first year there were fireworks for the New Year's Eve celebration? So let me say that again, okay? Because it's kind of all choppy. What was the first year that there were fireworks in New York City for New Year's Eve celebration? When was that? So take a guess on that. Okay, number three, on what calendar is the Chinese New Year based? On what calendar is the Chinese New Year based? That is number three. So I'm looking to see how everyone's doing here. Everyone looks like they're doing well. Heidi in Bend, Oregon saying snow and sun, and Carol in Chicago saying it's a thundering kind of day. No snow, though. So that's good. Pam, hi to you in Melbourne, Australia. I hope that you are doing well. And June in Winnipeg. I know the weather here in Las Vegas actually has been cloudy, kind of rainy too. So it's been a nice change, at least here. When it's kind of rainy in the desert, a lot of people get super excited about it. So I know I'm one of those. All right, question number four. What is the translation of the title of the song, Auld Lang Syne? So Auld Lang Syne, we've all heard that maybe just a couple of days ago. So what is the translation of the title of that song? What is the translation of the title of that song? And again, I'm getting a few messages asking, what's the next trip? What are you announcing today? And I will get to that coming up here in just a moment. After trivia is what I am going to go ahead and talk about. A great trip, a fun trip, and I'm anxious to see how many of you might be interested in that. Dee Dee, I agree with you. Why get depressed over not achieving goals? It's true. It's true. All right, number 5. At 1 minute before midnight in Spain, okay, 1 minute before midnight in Spain, 12 of what? 12 of what are eaten before the clock strikes midnight? So one minute to eat these, 12 of these. You got 1 minute to eat 12 of these in Spain. So again, the question, at 1 minute before midnight in Spain, 12 of what are eaten before the clock strikes for the new year? Got to hang out with my niece yesterday. Oh, I got to show you a picture. So my niece is 5, which is hard to believe. And I got to go over there, spend time with my nephew as well. My nephew is going to be 2 in February. So it was fun to see them, right? But my niece, she made me an uncle. So I love her. So, I mean, I love both of them. There's no doubt, right? But so I get to take my niece out just for a little bit. And I asked her what she wanted. And she really wanted ice cream. So she wanted to go to a place called Yogurtland. It's one of those places where they have like all of them and you go around and you pull the thing and you make your own thing and they weigh it at the end. So I took her out and it was a blast. We had so much fun. And then we went to the dollar store. And I'll tell you about that in a second. But you could see here her excitement. What did she make? One of everything. So for me, it was absolutely disgusting. And then all the toppings. But for her, it was like the best delight ever. So there she is. This is her with her bowl of everything. I mean, yeah, she was very excited. She is so sweet. She's in kindergarten and they went back to school today. But yeah, I don't even know the flavors that she put in there. It's literally everything. So funny story. And then I'll get back to trivia. So there's a dollar store next door. So Juliana says to me, there's the dollar store. And I said, I will go and I'm going to give you, we were kind of teaching math at the point. So she's learning math. And I said, okay, so you go into the dollar store and Uncle Seth is going to let you pick out 5 things, but one of them has to be for your brother. So what's 4 minus 1 and plus 1, 5, the whole thing. Well, Uncle Seth didn't know that everything in the dollar store isn't $1. So then we go to the toys and they're like $12.99, $7.99. And it was too late to go and backpedal that you only get one thing. Who thought that? Anyway, I digress. But I thought everything that's $1 is $1 and everything is not $1 in the dollar store. Okay, number 6. What is the name of the calendar that marked January 1st as New Year's in 1582? Okay, so what is the name of the calendar that marked January 1st as New Year's in 1582? In 1582. Take a guess at that. Oh, look at that. Sharon says the fun uncle. Nancy says that's what uncles are for. It's true. I love being an uncle. Love it. Love it. Level. Carol, thank you. And yes, Sue and Mark, major stomach ache. I thought the same thing. Andrea says, did you take it to Build-A-Bear? I don't remember if I told you guys the Build-A-Bear story or not. If I didn't, then I can tell you. But that's a whole nother mess. So if I didn't tell you the Build-A-Bear story, I'll tell you the Build-A-Bear story. Okay, number 7. What Australian city has one of the largest New Year's celebrations? What Australian city has one of the largest New Year's celebrations? I was lucky enough to be there for my 40th birthday, which was in 2018. And I had a most amazing time. But what Australian city has one of the largest New Year's celebrations in the world? Okay, number 8. In what ancient country were eggs given as gifts on New Year's Day? In what ancient country were eggs given as gifts on New Year's Day? But yeah, when I was in that store yesterday, I think it was called like 99 cents and more or something like that. I guess I should have paid attention to the and more. But it was like these generic Barbies, like their names are like Sally, and the eyes are painted on messy, and it's just I'm like, okay. I'm like, but you get to pick up whatever you want. And she did, and she loved it. And the funny part was we went for ice cream and she got anything she wanted. And then she goes, and we go into the dollar store and she's holding my hand and she's like, this is the best day ever. My mom would never have done this. So then I put my uncle hat on. I loved it. All right, number 9. If you are in Scotland on New Year's Eve, who do you kiss at midnight? It's kind of a traditional Scottish way of ringing in the new year. If you are in Scotland on New Year's Eve, who do you kiss at midnight? And I'm going to get to that trip here coming up in just a moment. All right, number 10, about 360 million glasses of what? You know. About 360 million glasses of what are served, it's a drink, are served in the United States each New Year's Eve. Popular in Canada, popular in the US, popular pretty much all over the world. 360 million just in the United States alone. Served in the US alone on New Year's Eve. All right, so let's go over the answers here in just a moment. I'll let you catch up and get some of those answered. If you need anything else repeated, just please let me know, and I'm more than happy to go ahead and do it. If you are watching this on a tape delay, well, welcome. I hope that you are doing well, and thanks for joining us, even though we are not live. But we are live for you watching right now, just not on a delay. So if you're watching this at 2 in the morning, happy 2 in the morning to you. All right, let's go over some of the answers. Question number 1. What is one of the top New Year's resolutions? And the answer is to exercise more or to lose weight. Either one. To exercise more or to lose weight. I think I'm going to jump on that bandwagon, but we'll see. Number 2, what was the first year there were fireworks for the New York New Year's Eve celebration? And that was 1904. It'd be wondrous to know how many of you got that correct. So 1904, what was the first year there were fireworks in New York? 1904 for New Year's. Number three, on what calendar is the Chinese New Year based? And that is the lunar calendar. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you, Sharon. Hope you and Derek are well and keeping warm in the Yukon. Number 4, what is the translation of the title of the song Auld Lang Syne? Times Gone By. Times Gone By is the answer to number 4. Number 5, at 1 minute before midnight in Spain, 12 of what? Eaten before the clock strikes for the new year? And the answer is grapes. So it's tradition in Spain, you eat 12 grapes 1 minute before the clock strikes midnight. 12 grapes. Number 6, what is the name of the calendar that marked January 1st as New Year's in 1582? And the answer is the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar. 7, what Australian city has one of the largest New Year's celebrations? Do I have a picture of that? I do. What is the translate? I'm sorry. What Australian city has one of the largest New Year's celebrations? And the answer is Sydney. Sydney is the answer. Number 8, in what ancient country were eggs given as gifts on New Year's Day? The answer is Persia. Persia, number 8. Number 9, if you're in Scotland on New Year's Eve, who do you kiss at midnight? The answer is Everyone. You kiss everyone. And then number 10, about 360 million glasses of what are served in the United States, drinking every year on New Year's Eve. It's all popular all over the world. You know this. What is it? Champagne. Champagne. So tell me how you did. I'm going to jump up here for just a moment because I want to show you this picture of Sydney if I've never showed you this picture of Sydney. So just a second. Okay. So you let me know how you did. And I want to show you here. This is, I have all these mix tiles. It's called mix tiles. And I have them all over the wall. But I was here, since my birthday is the end of December, I celebrated in Sydney in 2018. And I mean, it doesn't really do justice here because it's kind of like a flat matte thing. But I took this picture and there was the Opera House. And just behind us was the Sydney Bridge. And that bridge was all lit up. I mean, it was beyond incredible. So if you ever have things to add to your bucket list, this is the one to do. Sydney in New Year's is absolutely stunning. So I love it. I highly recommend it. It is great. It is great. All right. So we got 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 3, 7, 9, 10 out of 10. Nice. Oh, Carol, I love that. Looks like your draft is in timeout. Well, here's the thing. I was trying to cover the utility box. Didn't really do a good job at it. Draft is not in timeout. I love that. So fun. 4 out of 10, 5, 2. All right. Yes. Rob says we had some inside info. You sure did. 4, 5, 6. So good. I'm glad. Here's the thing. You guys learned something, right? So that's my favorite part of trivia and what that is all about. All right. So as promised, a lot of you might be wondering, what is the next trip that we are talking about? And I will say to you that I'm still working on getting together. It's very difficult right now to get space on Christmas market cruises for December of 2023. I continue to make sure that I can get that. And I'm waiting on to finalize just a few things. So that's still in the works. I just want to let you know that the Christmas market cruises in December of 2023, they're still in the works. So I will certainly keep you posted and let you know about that. But what do I have going on at the end of October? This is going to be a fun one, friends. And I want you to, first of all, to listen. Okay, listen about this trip before you say, okay, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I want you to keep your mind and your ears and everything open. If you have plans that are flexible and you can still do this from late October into November, even better. So this is really going to be a fun trip to go on. And if you are interested in any of the trips that we spoke about or any of the trips that are on the website, please go ahead and email me because that's going to be the best thing, okay? Email us, email me, Seth, sailwithseth@gmail.com, or of course going to sailwithseth.com. This is not listed yet on sailwithseth.com. So you're getting the first indication of what we are looking at. All right. So let's talk about it. It is a transatlantic voyage that goes from Barcelona, Spain to Fort Lauderdale. A very unique experience, to say the least, because it is on one of the biggest ships. And it is going to be on Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas, okay? So I am going to go ahead and just take the ticker here at the bottom of this off. So you could see here, October 29th to November 12th, Malaga, Spain, and then we have Seville, which is in the middle there, and then you have Nassau, Bahamas. Now, I'm going to go into detail here just a bit about the itinerary itself. Now, when we're talking about Symphony of the Seas, it is one of the largest ships in the world. It is on Royal Caribbean. A lot of you tend not to do a ship like this because you're afraid that there are a lot of kids and a lot of families on board. Well, when we're talking about a 14-night transatlantic voyage, there are not many kids and not a lot of families that are on board. So that is not only an advantage to you that want to experience the ship, but also giving you plenty of time to see a ship like this. Now, there's a ton to do on board, a ton. You won't be able to do everything in all of the sea days. And that is what's fun. And I will be there along with you to make sure that it is a perfect voyage along the way. So what do I mean by that? October 29th, we start things off in Barcelona. October 30th, we're at sea. October 31st, we're in Malaga. November 1st, we're in Seville. And then the 2nd through the 10th, so that's 9 sea days, we cross the water. So we cross the water, and on a ship like Symphony of the Seas, there are so many things to do before arriving in Nassau on the 11th, and then on November 12th is Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to go over pricing here in just a moment, but a few things that I want to show you. Hairspray, the musical, if you've never seen it before, it's the same type of Broadway show that you would see, you know, in New York and London, West End, and Royal Caribbean has brought that on board their Oasis class ships. So you have legit musicals that you have on board, in addition to the singers and the dancers on any of the other shows. You have a zip line on board. Whether you want to do it or not is completely up to you. And then you have an aqua theater. So if you see the logo there for Royal Caribbean, on each side is a diving platform that they jump in, they being the divers, jump into the pool down below, and it is a wow factor that you have never in your life seen. It is so incredibly unique, and there are multiple opportunities to see the Aqua Theater show on a transatlantic cruise. If you've never been on board a ship like this, if you have never been on a ship like this, you can see on the left-hand side there, you have Central Park, which is a literal tree-lined walkway that connects one side of the ship to another, and you have no idea you're even on a ship. So it's a really unique aspect, and Central Park is one of those that you can read a book in the park. They have something called the Park Cafe. You have boutique shops that are lined along the Central Park, so that is really neat. A highlight from Voyager of the Seas, which came out in 1999 until now, and obviously different ways of looking at it, is the Royal Promenade. And the Royal Promenade is the heartbeat of the ship. And again, numerous things to do in the promenade. And then you have the boardwalk, which extends out to the really cool diving platforms on the Aqua Theater. And there you're going to have a Johnny Rockets Cafe. You're going to have a seafood bar. You're going to have saltwater taffy shops. You're going to have everything that you would consider on, say, the Atlantic Boardwalk. So it really is a cool aspect of things. And then dining. There are numerous dining options, but these are just a few. Jamie's Italian, Jamie Oliver, the chef, teams up with Royal Caribbean. Then they have a 3-story main dining room. And then just one of the options is called Wonderland, where it is literally a wonderland of places to choose from. You get a menu, kind of a Alice in Wonderland type of setting, which is called Wonderland. And that's just one of many restaurants that you have to choose from. Now, that's just a sampling of what's on board Symphony of the Seas, and Symphony of the Seas is pictured right there. Again, October 29th through November 12th is what we're looking at. If you are interested in this, please go ahead and send me an email. Again, it's a transatlantic cruise, October 29th through November 12th. I promise you cannot go wrong in this, because especially the pricing on board. And I'm going to go over the pricing with you right now. So these are base prices, not guaranteed until deposited, and they are subject to change, okay? Taxes, port charges, sail with set fees, they're not included in this rate, okay? So if you are looking, this is for all 14 days, keep in mind, okay? This is where it's pretty shocking. And most of the events on board Symphony of the Seas are included in this price. So, of course, you get the extras that are thrown in as you travel with me. So for an inside room, again, that's no window. If you are by yourself, it is $17.47. For an ocean view, it's $18.87. And for a balcony, it's $19.38. These are your base prices. Again, not including your taxes and port charges, but those are just a nominal fee. And this is the solo price for all 14 days from Barcelona to Fort Lauderdale. Now, the double occupancy price, again, this is counting on 2 people in the room. An inside room, about $828, ocean view, $881, and the balcony is $914. So when you look at the double occupancy price, great. They are fantastic. But the solo occupancy price is really what's blowing me out of the water, because for all 14 days, I mean, my Florida people, for sure, if you want to take advantage of this, this is really a great one to do. So the prices are absolutely incredible. For all of the options that you have to do on board, incredible. And if you are interested in doing this, please go ahead and email me, sailwithseth@gmail.com. Again, sailwithseth@gmail.com is going to be the best way for you to get information on this. So send me a message here on Facebook, or go ahead and send me an email to sailwithseth@gmail.com. Because again, for prices like this, for an itinerary like this, is just incredible. So again, solo occupancy rates, these will not stick around. They will not stick around. So I want you to take advantage of this. And once again, your itinerary starts in Barcelona, October 29th. You're at sea October 30th, Malaga the 31st, Seville on the 1st, and then we have 9 sea days before arriving into Nassau and Fort Lauderdale. And I will tell you, 9 sea days is not going to be enough to see everything that you can do on board the Symphony of the Seas. And the best part is, you will be with me. You will be with me. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, solo pricing is fantastic and at a discounted rate as well. I look out for my solo friends. Inside $1,747, ocean view $1,887, and the balcony in $1,938, plus your taxes and your port fees. But pricing is not guaranteed until deposited. So I just want to remind you all about that. I am booked, all ready to go. Can't wait for this one. Again, this is October of 2023. October of 2023. Once again, on the Symphony of the Seas. To some really, really great spots in Spain. So again, sailwithseth@gmail.com is how you can join in on the fun, and let me know you're interested. I can get you tailor-made pricing just for you. Just for you. So let you know how that all works. And again, on Symphony of the Seas, which is a fantastic ship. Let me know, sailwithseth@gmail.com, or send me a note here on Facebook, and I can go ahead and get you tailor-made pricing. If you're a member of the Crown and Anchor Society at Royal Caribbean, those discounts can also be applied to some of those prices that I have for you. So if you're interested in a balcony and above, I could go ahead and get you Crown and Anchor discounts on top of the great discounts that I've already worked out with my friends over at Royal Caribbean. So again, that is going to be a great, great, great ship to do it on. Symphony of the Seas, amazing, amazing vessel, October 29th through November 12th, if you are interested in that. If you're interested in anything else, please go ahead and ask me. I'll just be on here for just a couple more minutes. So please feel free to let me know what's on your mind, or if you have any other questions on any other ships. I'm really excited about I can't believe that it's almost here, but February of 2023, our first maiden voyage of Sail with Seth. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be on Celebrity Cruises. Still have a couple of spots left if you're interested in that. There's just Ocean View and Inside that are available. But if you are interested and you can get away last minute, they are very, very low. So again, let me know about that too. I cannot wait to kick off with so many of you. Such a fun new chapter. So again, that's going to be coming up in February on Constellation. Let's see. Carol Seth says, are you bootless yet? Not quite. Not quite. I have an appointment on Wednesday, so looking forward to that. Sue and Mark, Antarctica is still a go, and we'll get you information sent over on that. So that's going to be in January of 2024. Mary says, will you be coming to Australia anytime soon? Not anytime soon. Still working on an Australia trip that I can squeeze in here. Love Australia, one of my favorite places. So we'll certainly keep you posted on that. Any other questions? Please feel free to ask. Otherwise, send me an email if you are interested in that transatlantic cruise. Again, sailwithseth@gmail.com. Sailwithseth@gmail.com. Or you can go ahead and find out about any other trips as well. Donna is asking, solo available on Constellation. It is available, only inside an Ocean View available right now. But if you are interested, Donna, you need to let me know ASAP to get in on that, because there's literally a handful of staterooms left. Again, go to sailwithseth@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to go ahead and send you off a quote on that. Again, we have a ton of solos going on the Constellation, and I cannot wait. It is going to be such a great, great trip. It really will be, and a lot of familiar faces to see and a lot of places to go, and it is really going to be a lot of fun. John is asking that pricing is in US dollars, right? And it is in US dollars. Yes, it is. And Carol Beth, we can't wait to see you. Can't wait to cruise with you and all my friends again. It's time for some fun. It certainly will be, and we'll be soaking up that sunshine as we cruise out of Tampa. So Donna, if you want more information, go ahead and send me an email, sailwithseth@gmail.com. So have a great rest of your day, friends. Thank you for making Tuesday Trivia a part of your weekly routine. We'll be doing it again in February, maybe live on board Constellation. Who knows? We've got a good hookup there. In the meantime, take care. Have a great day. And please feel free to go ahead and email me if you have any questions whatsoever. Again, it's sailwithseth@gmail.com. Take care, my friends. Have a good day. Bye-bye.